Damien, can you talk about that first drive when you guys went for it twice on fourth downs and then you guys didn't punch it in? It seemed like you went for it 6 times on fourth down today, 4 for 4 coming into that last drive. So it seemed like you guys were going to go punch for punch with the Bills. You knew it right from the beginning.
I mean, it was a tough game. Obviously an important game. We're playing a tough opponent, and we knew they were going to give us everything that they had, so we weren't going to hold anything back. And, the coaches made the decisions that they made, and as players, it's our job to go out there and execute. So, they call the plays, we go out there and run them to the best of our ability to try to continue to have positive plays, continue to extend drives, and, ultimately end up scoring points. He's about to get angry.
Hey, Damien, anything defensively they did that was unexpected or some sort of wrinkles you saw in the first half?
I just don't think we did a good enough job executing. Hats off to them. They're a great team. They're a great defense. They got great players and great coaches, but ultimately we didn't execute. We didn't do the things that we needed to do well enough to have enough positive plays to move the ball well enough. That way we could come out with a win, score enough points, score more points than they did. So, again, tip your hat off to those guys. It's an incredible team. But at the end of the day, we didn't execute. So that's why we had the results that we did.
I mean, what's the key to just getting past this recent 2-game skid and turning things around before, the postseason or to get into the postseason?
You just got to go back to work. Win, lose, or draw, you got to show up the next day ready to go back to work. And unfortunately, the last 2 weeks haven't gone the way that we wanted them to, but it's not going to be the end of our season. So we're going to show up tomorrow ready to work, ready to improve. We know we got another tough game coming up next week. So, this game is over with. We'll review it, go over the corrections, take the coaching, and then after that, it's on to the next game.
Damien, is there something that you look at in those past 2 games that you said that you didn't execute? Is there something that's changed because you were executing as a team leading up to the last 2?
I guess the difference is that we're just not executing well enough. We go out there and we string a couple good plays together, a couple good drives, but it's not enough in this league, especially against a great team like Buffalo, some of the other teams that we played this year. So, we got to execute better. We got to have more positive plays. We got to extend drives. We got to play offense all the way through the goal line and just try to get more points.
Andy Hart on the left. You guys are in your first losing streak since
early in the year. Is the team's confidence shaken at all?
No.
Hey, David, I wanted to ask you about the speed option play there on fourth down. Is that something you guys have installed recently, or has that been in the book for a while now?
Like I said, coaches call the plays, and we go out there and run them.
You feel in the back?
Damien, how'd you feel physically after missing a couple of weeks with the injury?
I just felt fortunate to get back out here with the team. Everything that we've done this year, starting in OTAs, training camp, grind of a long season. We're going into week 17, so just having the opportunity to step back on the field with those guys, it felt great. Obviously the outcome wasn't what it wanted to be, but just being able to be back out there, it felt great, and looking forward to coming back in here, like I said, ready to go back to work and get ready for next week.
Damien, when you guys trailed by 10 at the half, when you came out, they came out and you held them to a field goal. Can you just talk about your mentality as an offense on those next 2 scoring drives you guys had? Because, again, you knew it was going to be like a boxing match today, right?
Yeah, we knew it was a dogfight. And at the end of the day, our job on offense is to score more points than the other team. And, that's what we wanted to do, not just those 2 drives, but every time we step on the field, our job as an offense is to go out there and score points. And, we did that a little bit today, but we didn't do it enough. And so we got to figure out a way that we can continue to improve in that area. Like I said, extend drives, have more positive plays, score more points, finish in the red zone, and just stop hurting ourselves in critical situations, because ultimately that's what it comes down to. We're shooting ourselves in the foot too much, and we're just not executing. So we got to come in tomorrow, like I said, review everything, get the corrections, wipe it. This game's over with, and like I said, we got another tough challenge coming up next week, so it's time to get ready for that.